10 seconds to go. Time up. Thank you. Quite an achievement. Does the jury have any questions?
Okay. I would like to ask why you used hydraulic steering mechanism.
So basically why we used this hydraulic steering was 16 minutes before the time ended, our servo blew up. So in 1 minute we ran to the shop, brought 2 syringes and the tube, hooked it up, and we had something drivable, sort of, apparently. But that's the main explanation. We had really good maneuverability, but this is the backup. Thank you.
More questions? Okay. Thank you, Team Nordic. Quite an achievement. Good luck. And now Team Turkey. Team Turkey. Team Turkey, you may come in. Please welcome Team Turkey. Can you go to the other side?
Okay, welcome everyone. We are Team Turkey. My name is Fatih. My team member Hasan Berk, Hasan, and also Harun. First, I want to explain you the car system. We wanted to make the lifting system in the front of the car because the boxes, the first 2 boxes are on the right side, but the last box is on the left side of the car. So we managed to turn and carry the box, lift up the box. Later than we have used 4 motors in our car, 2 DC motors, 1 step and 1 servo engine. We use step motor for lifting because we know that it has a strength to lift up heavy things. Also we use servo motor, servo engine to manage the direction because it has. We also use potentiometer with servo engine because it has direction control. We use DC motors for accelerating. At first, we have also burned the bridge, H bridge, but later than we managed to control direct with direct current the engine. I think it's enough, and we want to present to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, whenever you are ready. Three, two, one. Go. 30 seconds to go. Seconds. Time up. Thank you, Team Turkey.
I would like to ask you, can you describe us your control system? Can you describe us your control system? I saw some wires, or did you connect it, or how did you doing?
We power up the DC motors directly. They are taking their power from their battery. The servo motors and the stepper motors is powered from the Arduino. We developed a code that to rotate the servo, we use a potentiometer. It basically reads the voltage level, and according to that positions the angle of the servo motor. And we basically use the same thing in the step motor. Also we use buttons to on and off to them. So that's like it.
More questions from the jury? Thank you very much, Team Turkey. Good job. Now, please welcome Team Alpe Adria. You may start your presentation.
It's my turn. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at first I want to introduce my group. We are the team Wir Studieren Dual from Erlangen, and this is Freddy, Raphael, Florian, and me, Justus. We had a wonderful time on our long way to beautiful Brno, including the first round in Erlangen and the second round in Graz. And we are very glad to be here to betray the project. It's been a very interesting and also sophisticated project the last 2 days. As you can see, our vehicle has a very forklift similar looking. You can control it up and down. It's controlled by a non-wireless controller, which has 4 buttons for lifting up and down, turning right and left, so moving, and a potentiometer for controlling the velocity from slow to fast. We have a very, very deep center of gravity for maximum stability, and for the lift we're using 2 pulleys with each 2 winches for great control and stability. Very unfortunately, we also were facing some problems between the last 2 days. For example, the motor driver didn't really work. It burned, and so we had to program the pulse width modulation by ourselves, which took a huge amount of time, and so we didn't have enough time to finish with all our stuff, but let's see, we hope the best.
Thank you.
And now we will show you all of our problems while doing.
And now may your test begin. Time has started. Does the jury want to stop the time till they adjust the vehicle? Okay, may we stop the time? Whenever you are ready, let me know. Okay, if it is not adjustment for the test and it is not, it is the performance, we will start the time. So you are ready right now? Okay, so we may start the time.
With the gearbox, and so we can't steer our vehicle through the parcours. Very sad. Yeah.
At first we had a really nice 3D printed part, but unfortunately out of the problem with the motor driver and also as said it was not enough torch on the wheel, we had to change our gear and we cannot make a new 3D printed part because it would take too long time, and so we had to use wood, and wood is so unprecise and it was really difficult, and now you see it worked a little bit before, and yeah, it worked before, but now it is damaged and screwed up. So, okay, so we should go to the, yeah. Du kannst nach vorne nehmen. Ja, kriegst ihn.
So this counts as a question, the test has stopped, and this counts as a question.
Einfach in die Mitte. Sag mal, wie das geht mit dem Liften.
As I already mentioned, we have a very forklift similar looking lifting system. We are using two pulleys, which each has two winches for good stability, because it's leaded on both sides, and without the winches we had problems while it's actually stuck the whole time, and now it should work better, but also a lot slower. Of course it's powered by a DC motor. And the power translation is portioned by that gear.
Thank you. Does the jury have any other questions? Okay, please.
Well, did you consider any other concept of your propulsion system? Propulsion system. Propulsion. Yeah.
We did after we 3D printed it and recognized that we would need a gearbox, and we designed it without a gearbox. So we had to construct a new one today, and we had no time to build up the rest of our mechanics. So it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was really unlucky because we worked out a plan together at the first day, and then today we had to recognize that it doesn't work because of the motor driver and some other problems, and then we really had to improvise the last hours, and with a bit luck maybe it would be a bit better, but okay. That's just how it is.
Thank you, Team Adria. Time up. Thank you. Now it's time for Team Spain, and right after we have Team France, so you may get ready. A bit of silence, please.
Well, we use two 8 brights because if we use only one, the tips get really hot and it stops working.
Next, we are using a stepper motor to pick and place the boxes. We are using a roll and a pulley that was printed in 3D.
And then we are using as a gamepad a joystick to, in the x-axis we control the direction, and in the y-axis we control the speed. And then we have two buttons. One is to move up the thing that pick the boxes, and the other button move it down. But we have a problem. We yeah, again another problem. We tested the three systems, the three motors separately, and it worked. But when we put all together and connected all the wires, something went wrong because when we use the joystick. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we can show you the movement a little bit because.
You now may start your test. Hand on the microphone, please. Whenever you are ready. Okay. Start. Yeah. From the beginning, you have to get outside. Thank you, Dean Sven. Thank you. Does the jury have questions? Okay. Thank you very much. And now we have Team France. After Team France, we have Italy, Greece, Baltic, Romania and Republic of Moldova, Portugal, Ukraine, Poland and Benelux.
Hello. So my name is Elie. This is Lancelot, Alexander, and Willie, and Mathieu. So we're from Lyon in France. We had many ideas to do the cart. However, we did an idea that doesn't work, unfortunately. So our idea was constituted of a lift, as the ones you saw in the previous cart. This one actually works. It is linked to a pulley and is linked itself to a motor. And then we used two different motors for the wheels, for the front wheels. So they are independent in order to do the, to go to the right and to the left. However, we had a lot of problems with the wheels themselves. There was a lot of friction. They don't turn. So, and the back wheels are not linked to motors. They are just pivoting. So do you want to add something? We can try to. You can try to move the lift. No. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, so now may the test begin. Whenever you are ready.
No, as I said, maybe it won't get moving. We're gonna try.
Okay, now I'll count and the test starts.
That's right.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Lift the lift.
So as you can see, the motors aren't powerful enough to thrust the car, and we only realized that after some time. So we didn't have the time to rethink a whole different design for the propelling system. But the pulley actually works, if I remember the right button.
So that's just the pulley works, and but it doesn't move. So it's a bit useless, unfortunately.
Okay. Thank you, France. Do you want? Okay. You want to try in the middle? Thank you very much. Do you have more questions? Thank you, Team France. Now, Team Italy. Team Italy. Are you ready? Okay. After Italy, we have Greece. So we must start to get ready.
So,
yeah, you must start.
So good afternoon. We are the Italian team from Naples, and my name is Giuseppe, Valerio, Giovanni, and Raffaele. And our idea was to build a three-wheel cart. In this three-wheel cart, we have two DC motors that drive independently the two front wheels. And the rear wheel is self-stabilizing with the motion of is carried by the front wheels, and the two DC motors are driven by belt pulley system from the two DC motors, and we used a crane to. Our idea was to use a crane to lift the box, and the crane can rotate 360 degrees, so we could also use lift from both sides. And our idea was to carry the boxes in the central part of the cart and to keep the boxes one on another one. But actually we had some problems with the control of the DC motors, and we had to change the DC motors used, and so we didn't have time to complete the project, and so now it's not working. Yeah. No, because we didn't have time to complete the connection and so on. Yeah. So, thank you.
Thank you, Italy. Thank you. Grazie. Thank you. Now Team Greece.
Good evening, everyone. We are the team of Greece, named Design and Conquer. My name is Evelina, this is Angelos, Rafael, and Vasilis. So we were asked to build a special lift cart in order to unload some boxes from lorries in different height, each one of them, and carry them to specific sections. Some general information about the construction. It consists of 4 motors in total, 3 DC motors and 1 servo motor. We also have an Arduino on it, drivers for the motors, and a potentiometer in order to control the servo motor. Angelos is next.
For the motion, we use the DC motor in the 2 back wheels, and for the steering, we use the servo motor, which we could control with a potentiometer. We had some problems, and but also in the steering we 3D printed the parts that are attached to the wheels, so with a wire it would be easier to have a full 45 degrees turn. Now Rafael will continue.
About the lifting mechanism, we use two DC motors. One is for Mercury. It has brakes, something like brakes, so you can lift and place it on the height you want. We can spin it around, so we can pick up boxes from wherever we want. Okay.
As everybody, we faced a lot of problems, and one of them was that everything was working separately, but when we were ready to put it all together, the control didn't work. So we will try it, but I think it's it's his own. Maybe we
Time
can't
up.
control it. Thank you very much.
Time up, thank you. Now the test may begin whenever you are ready. Team Baltic, get ready, and okay, so 3, okay, on my count, okay, go back again, go back. When I count to 3, you start. 3, 2, 1, go.
If it's possible, we can try at least the mechanism of crane. Maybe it can.
Can you bring it into the middle? Thank you, Greece. Thank you. Be careful. What? Are there any questions from the jury? Okay, you merely the prototype.
Well, could you please tell us something about steering mechanism?
The steering is like a typical RC car. We have a servo motor in the center, and each wheel is independent. So with the servo, when you turn right, it pushes with the wire the one wheel to the right and the other wheel to the right also. So it's like an RC car. Ah, yeah. So it's like this and this. This, yeah.
Does the jury has other questions? No. Thank you, Greece, again. And now Team Baltic. Team Baltic. After Team Baltic, we have Romania and Republic of Moldova, and then Portugal. Okay, can you go to the right, please? Now the presentation begins, so may we have silence, please?
Hello. We are Team Baltic from Estonia. At first, I want to thank you, Suri, and everybody else for coming here to look us and stuff. So we are 3 Estonian guys. Mihkel, Mati, Prado, and Tõnis. So first of all, we would really like to thank Skoda for the really interesting obstacle, and even more thanks for the ice cream. So about the machine, we're using a regular DC motor, and for it to have more torque, we're using gears. To be honest, 4 of them, and the turning is with the step motor, and also we have a claw to pick up the boxes, and to lift them up. We have like a scissor lift or something, and all of them are like moved by pneumatics. Yeah. Something more. Yeah. So couple of words about this solution. Was this the best thing we could think of? And no, because we also tried some parts, and we had to start all over this day in the morning. So this is what we did in one day. But that's what happens when you're stupid and you try your parts. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Thank you for your presentation, and now may your test begin. So if you are ready, 3, 2, 1, begin.
So yeah, just a comment. This is the first time we're testing it. We finished it 2 minutes before the deadline. Qué ratas otsad.
So yeah, this is the lifting function, like the scissor lift. So yeah, maybe a comment about that. We thought we would be so fast and good that we wouldn't need reverse gear, so we can't really reverse. Okay.
Well, I would like to know why have you decided to use hydraulic system for lifting?
Mainly because we ran out of other components. We tried one of the motor controllers, so yeah, we had only the stepper motor left because some of the parts were out of stock already, and we wouldn't get like servo engines and stuff like that. So it was kind of the only choice, and yeah, this is basically untested. We just put it together, one step at a time. You know, make it right, make it lift, but we didn't test everything together.
Can I ask, why don't you use the water in your hydraulic system?
Again, mainly one aspect was time, plus when we tested it separately, it kind of worked, and we were so we had so little time. And you know, it's electronics, water. If you can't do it right, we decided not to do it at all because it might do more damage than good.
Any more questions? Thank you to Estonia. Now we have Team Romania and Republic of Moldova right after Portugal, so you may get ready. In Estonia, the test is done for now. You may start.
Hello everyone, we are Team Vitruvius from Romania. This is Andrea, Andrei, George, and me, Bogdan. And allow us to present our prototype. So the basic principles which we follow during this competition were we try to break the task down into small sections. So the steering section, the lifting section, the chassis section. And so we try to keep it as simple as possible. But as we all know, and as Murphy Law states, anything that can go wrong will actually go wrong. But fortunately, we are at an engineering competition, so we quickly got back on track. So in short, this is a modified servo motor, which is for steering because the servo malfunctioned, and we modified it to use as a simple DC motor in the time we had left. The lifting mechanism is rotation movement translated to vertical movement, and it's basically light construction, but with a center of gravity well balanced, so it won't tip over when it pick up the box. And that's basically it. We try to make a sleek design. We're from architecture, and I hope everything goes well.
Thank you for the presentation.
And now we will proceed to the first try. We will go through the track and see if our vehicle gets to the end.
Time up for the presentation. Now you may start the test. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. The test stops now because once you are outside of the track, the test is done. So, no, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't. But the test stops now. This may be it's outside of the objective criteria, which is to test and to take the track and get outside. But if the jury wants, they can see it to just see your lifting system. But it didn't meet the requirement of taking the track. However, if the jury wants, they can try. You may try. Be careful. Be careful. Time up. Well, great performance. Not only lifting car performance, but apparently also dancing performance. Well, I would just like to remind you that according to the task, once the cart gets inside the factory and gets outside of the factory, the test is done. And what happened with the lifting car is just a request from the jury, and it counts as a question and not as part of the requirement, which is lifting the boxes and unloading them. So, time is up also with the questions. But if the jury has one last question.
I just would like to ask you, can you one more time describe us your steering systems?
We try to use a server as a we try to use a server connected to the base at the one end, and the other end this piece. And the server broke. The mechanism that fits the position broke in the time. So we opened it up and we soldered the wires directly to the DC controller. So it's actually a DC motor with a gearing ratio inside. Okay.
Thank you once more, Romania. Now, Team Portugal, and right after Team Ukraine. You may get ready. Team Portugal. Please welcome. Can we keep silence, please? You may start the presentation.
Hello, we are from Portugal. My name is Nuno, this is Miguel, this is Andrea, and this is also Andrea. That is our prototype. Our initial idea was to have a rear wheel base driven car. So we have a motor that powers the axle of the rear wheels. Also, you can see that our rear wheel axle is much bigger than the front wheel. This is due that we can unload the containers with much ease. As far as the front wheels, they are smaller, which allow us for a smaller turning radius, which is a plus on this challenge. Also, the front wheels power the direction, so you can turn. As far as the lifting system, we based ourselves on the forklift, so we drive the car towards the container, and as soon the hook is under the container, we lift. Unfortunately, we had so many problems, and our car does not work doesn't work. So what we intended to do as far as the lifting system was to have another one on this side, which would be power for the same motor. We have the same string, and we power the other forklift simultaneously. Unfortunately, none of us had any experience with Arduino. That was the main problem. Even though it didn't work, we're extremely grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Portugal, for trying. Does the jury have any questions? Thank you for trying anyway. Thank you. Now we have Team Ukraine, and right after Poland. And as last team we have Benelux, so you may get ready as well.
Hi everyone. So there is three of us. It's Roman, Artem, and my name is Alexei. Also we have the fourth member, but he didn't get his visa, so we don't have a software guy. We create this car with catapults, because if there has any trash or like this, we can easily go through. Next, we have a step driver here to rotate this thing. this one, and the hydraulic system to up and forward. But it doesn't work because we cannot manage the engines without software. So was just hydraulic system. It can grab containers from one of these points easily because it contains 8 hooks. So we want to demonstrate it, and we can take a toilet. There's a one time. Yeah.
Well, did your presentation finish and you want to start with the test?
We are finished.
Okay, so you don't want to start with the whole test?
No, it's not moving without software.
It's not moving, so okay. Does the jury want to see also only? Okay. Okay, please.
Dale con.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Ukraine. Fun fact is, Team Ukraine almost printed the whole card 3D printed. 158 pieces printed, so thank you, Ysoft, for allowing that. Yeah. Nice. Thank you once more, Team Ukraine. Do you have any concerns? Okay, do you have any questions? Thank you, Ukraine.
But you tried hard. Good. The jury doesn't have any questions, so thank you very much. Yeah. So now Team Poland, and right after the last team, Benelux.
Okay, so hello everyone, once again. I have the pleasure of to present my team from Gdańsk, Adrian, Michał and Paweł, and myself also Michał. So we spent our 2 days on building this fabulous device. So as you can see, there's two main systems, electrical systems and hydraulic systems. So we decided to grab the containers by hydraulic force and to pull one arm by hydraulic force. We also use 4 motors to so every wheel, the front wheel have separate motors to speed the car, and also we have the motor at the rear to steer the one wheel. So we decided for the free-wheel construction for the better steering. What else can I say? Well, we also forced some problems, but I hope that we'll somehow manage to do our best. So I think that we might present now.
Thank you for the presentation. Now Team Poland, whenever you're ready. 3, 2, not ready, okay. You're ready. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go.
Time is up. Thank you, Team Poland. Does the jury have any questions or demonstrations to ask? May you bring the prototype?
Yeah, I want to say that I really like your lifting system, but I want to ask you why you didn't rotate it. You didn't try it?
So we mostly focus on trying to build as many transmissions as we can, because as you know, electric motors don't have much torque. So if you can see from the bottom, like we've got two transmissions applied. There's one belt transmission and one gear transmission. So this is a two-step transmission, and so this actually allows us to use only the small DC motors, which are controlled by only one analog. This is actually a fun device. Yeah, sure. What seems to be not working is this transmission, the belt transmission. Yeah, it works on an air, but not on the ground. Yeah, like we don't have enough friction probably between the belt and the pulleys. Actually, we didn't have time to even test it. Not at all. We managed to use all the time that we had till the last second. Yeah, everything seems to working perfectly. So, but not doing this thing. However, it got quite fun building this device. We actually, yeah. Maybe. Like we've got many electrical outputs here. What else I can say? We used almost all Arduino no plugs, yeah, gold plugs. So the in and out. Anyone? So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Team Poland. Now to the last presentation, Team Benelux. You may start your presentation.
Hello, we're from the Benelux, and for our design we took inspiration from the forklift. So the forklift can raise and lower its fork with a rocket and a gear. So when the gear turns, it lowers and raises the fork. The fork is especially designed to lift these boxes with one pin lower than the other. We power the entire vehicle with two motors, one in each of the front wheels. This allows us to turn 360 degrees on the spot, which is very handy in small environments like a factory. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing any of the driving today because the motor driver is broken, we think. So one of the two wheels isn't turning, so we always driving in circles. Yeah, and we had time to fix that driver because at the end our batteries kind of caught fire. So yeah, that's it. But we could try to lift the box if you want. Okay. So then we try forward. Can you show me lifting on the third box?
Any more questions? Thank you very much, Team Benelux. Thank you. Well, Benelux was the last team to present. And as you might have seen, the task was not easy. It involved multidisciplinary. And after all, they are not the easy tasks that it triggers our curiosity after all, right? Many of you managed to learn Arduino and learn how to program a 3D printer in few days. So after all, a lot of you have learned many things. So thank you for all the participants who participated to this case study. We hope that you learned a lot and you enjoyed your time, because I'm sure that most of you, even though it was intense, you enjoyed all you did. And thanks to Skoda for the support they provide to this competition and make the competition and everything in here happen. Thank you for the support to LBG Brno, and especially to the BEST as a whole network. And if you may have any word to the participants.
Yeah, I would like to say thank you for everybody who try solve this issue. Probably it was too hard, but you know, if it's not too hard, it's not competition. So I'm really looking forward for next years, and it was really great to see your ideas. Thank you.
Thank you all once more, and you may relax a little bit tomorrow, so that for the day after we start with the second competition. The competition didn't finish yet. So thank you once more, and you may have a little bit of food because you might be hungry, so dinner will start, and see you tomorrow.